Today we're going to be talking about Aydan and Joewo and how they seem to be justifying the Cronus, or at least giving some sort of excuse as to why they are not using the Cronus. There are two clips of them showing examples of no recoil on a weapon, Aydan comparing a certain gun to a Cronus and Joewo basically claiming that nobody uses a Cronus. Let's crack on with the video. As you can already tell from this, Aydan has got this gun labelled as Cronus. Right? This is actually the Ronin Squirrel and he's got it labelled as Cronus. Let's take a look at the clip now.
I don't know if it'd be meta on the big map, but no joke, that shit was insane. Like maybe with this site on like Ashika, oh my god, it'd be insane. That shit was good, bro. I like the 3x on it though. It actually doesn't recoil at all. That's the weird thing. You'd think it'd like recoil, but it doesn't. Like watch, this is with high velocity as well. I'm not even holding the right stick down. It does not move. Like I'm not pulling it down on the stick at all. Like it legitimately doesn't move. Is that not insane? Dude, I almost am curious if you don't need the bore. I'm gonna try without the bore. I think you're gonna want the bore, I'm not gonna lie. But let me see without it. Let me see with this. Let me see. I think it is gonna make a difference, but this is with not holding the stick down. Okay, it still like doesn't really move. Let me see. Yeah, it definitely feels worse. I'd say we keep the bore on for sure. So I think what's really good about it is you get that gun kick control tuning, which is really important for single fire guns. Like
So there you have it. He's basically demonstrating a gun that has zero recoil, right, with certain attachments, and he's labeled it as Cronus. Now, for example, if you're watching a streamer and you see that they've got a gun labeled Cronus, what's your thoughts on that? Straight away you would go, oh, hang on. Maybe he's got that set up for his Cronus device. Maybe that's the gun specifically designed for the script he's got on his Cronus Zen, right? So that is definitely going to add question marks over whether or not Aydan is using a Cronus. And I'm sure he knew that when labelling that gun Cronus, right? But listen, we know that there are people out there who have a Cronus, who own a Cronus and use it specifically for sticky aim, anti-recoil, auto strafe, auto rapid fire, auto drop shot, auto jump shot, and many other features that can be added on in a script form onto a Cronus Zen. But recently Joewo pretty much done the same thing in firing range and spoke about Cronus. So whilst Aydan has labelled his gun Cronus and added a question mark over whether or not he's using one, let's go and take a look at what Joewo had to say. As I said, in this clip, Joewo is also in firing range. One thing I will point out now that I found very strange about this clip is that Joewo decided to demonstrate the anti-recoil of this gun with a mouse, which I found very strange. So let's have a look now.
Bro, I don't even play on the keys, right? What up? Right? Just pull down, man. I don't even play on this thing. I don't even play on this thing, bro. Just pull down. No one is using a Cronus. You're just getting slammed.
This is the guy who come out and said that zero big streamers are cheating, right? And now you've got him saying that nobody is using the Cronus. Now we know after recent events, the certain streamers have owned up to having a Cronus, which means that if one of them's willing to own up to having one, how many others are using it and hiding it, right? But this guy right here seems to always be trying to explain and justify certain streamers' recoil, and then he literally comes out and states that nobody is doing this and nobody is doing that. I think Joewo needs to start just speaking for himself rather than speaking for everybody, because it's only going to hurt his reputation a little bit more every time. So zero people are using Cronus, you're just getting slammed. And he's always talking to his own chat in a disrespectful manner, as if to say that his chat are bots every single time. But he's demonstrating here with only a mouse, as I mentioned earlier. And the reason I find this strange is because why doesn't he do it with his controller? Is it maybe because he's got a Cronus plugged in with anti-recoil on, so he wouldn't be able to do a decent enough demonstration? Right? So why on earth would the controller player use a mouse to do this example or this demonstration? He does switch to controller now.
Dude! It's not hard! Come on, man!
One thing I will say is that his aim seemed to be a hell of a lot more accurate with the mouse over the controller, right? He whiffed a couple of shots on the guy at the back and the guy on the front, like, while he's trying to prove a point. But the fact still remains that Joewo is sitting there basically stating that nobody is using a Cronus. This guy needs to stop speaking such horrific false information, because he does it every time. There are 0 big streamers cheating, 0 people use Cronus. These are both quotes from Average Joewo. Average? Yeah, definitely, at least his opinions are anyway. But what you've got here is somebody trying to justify the anti or the no recoil in the game. Almost feels like he's constantly trying to hide something, right? 0 big streamers are cheating probably means, yeah, me and my little circle are cheating, but we don't want you to know. 0 people are using Cronus, you're just getting slammed, probably means, well, I am using a Cronus, but I don't want you guys to find out. That is how it always feels when it comes to Joewo and how he talks about cheating methods. So we've got Aydan with his gun titled Cronus, which is going to add a little bit of skepticism over that. And then you've got Joewo talking about how no streamers use Cronus. But when all is said and done, right, you have to understand that there are multiple channels like this guy here, Lethal Panda, who we have touched on in the past, who literally promote scripts for the Cronus.
Scratch utilizing all your in-game settings to give you the best anti-recoil and the aim assist for all your games.
The best anti-recoil and aim assist for all your games. Right, so if nobody out there is using Cronus, then why are there able to be channels specifically designed for helping people fine-tune their scripts or even selling scripts for the Cronus device if no one is using Cronus? And one more thing to take into account about the Cronus then. For about a 9-month period throughout Warzone 1 crossing over into Warzone 2, they were sold out everywhere. There were resellers literally buying them and selling them second-hand on eBay and other bidding sites for more than double what the actual brand new product was worth, because Collective Minds, who manufactured the Cronus Zen, were sold out completely and there was a waiting list. This is how many people are using the Cronus Zen. Now, they may not all be getting used on the likes of Warzone because they do enable scripts for every other game you can possibly think of, but they were sold out. For Joewo to sit there and state that 0 people are using a Cronus and that you are just getting bodied is a lie. He has absolutely lied through his teeth yet again. How many times has Joewo told the truth? 0. Guys, if you did enjoy today's video, smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future uploads. And if you guys want to contact me about any streamer, no matter how big or small, you can hit me up on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!